हेलो स्टूडेंट्स, आज के इस वीडियो सेशन में हम पढ़ेंगे सेल द यूनिट ऑफ लाइफ। लास्ट वीडियो नंबर 9, जिसमें बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट सेल ऑर्गेनेल न्यूक्लियस और न्यूक्लियस का पूरा स्ट्रक्चर एंड फंक्शन, और एक ऑर्गेनेल हमारा जो पेंडिंग है ये सेल के अंदर का, दैट इज अबाउट सेल के जो मूवमेंट के लिए ऑर्गेनेल्स होते हैं, cilia and flagella. So let us begin and start with cilia and flagella in the eukaryotic cell. Actually, structure of cilia and flagella in the prokaryotic cell is different than the structure of cilia and flagella in the eukaryotic cell. तो यूकैरियोटिक सेल में ये सिलिया और फ्लैजेला क्या होते हैं, कैसे होते हैं? सबसे पहले तो सिलिया, small hairy outgrowth arising from the basal bodies, or these are the extensions of cell membrane, plasma membrane of the cell. Cilia act like oars. Oars का मतलब क्या होता है? जैसे पानी में बोट होती है, बोट, और बोट चलाने के लिए वो जो बोट का ड्राइवर होता है उसके पास ऐसे पैडल्स होते हैं, पैडल्स। वो पैडल से वो पानी को पीछे 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 पुश करता है तो बोट आगे 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 आती है। लाइक दैट सिलिया जो है ना, ओवर्स के जैसे काम करते हैं, वो पैडल्स के जैसे। दैट ब्रिंग्स आइदर द मूवमेंट ऑफ फ्लूइड और द मूवमेंट ऑफ सेल। सो दिस इज सिंपली अबाउट सिलिया, देन अबाउट फ्लैजेला. Flagella are long thread-like structures arising from the cell membrane, or these are the extensions of cell membrane, plasma membrane. Actually, cilia and flagella arise from centriole-like bodies that are present just inner to the plasma membrane. So let us try to understand in detail about structure of flagella and cilia in eukaryotic cell. दिस इज अबाउट एक्सोनेम, सेंट्रल कोर शीथ. मैंने यहाँ पे आपके सामने स्केच किया है पूरा ये फ्लैजेला का इंटरनल स्ट्रक्चर. बाहर से तो ये पूरा प्लाज्मा मेम्ब्रेन का अराउंड होता है, सेंटर में ऐसे बहुत सारे माइक्रोट्यूबुलर स्ट्रक्चर्स होते हैं, जैसे सेंट्रल माइक्रोट्यूब्यूल्स और पेरिफेरल माइक्रोट्यूब्यूल्स. दिस इज ओवरऑल फिगर टू शो दिस इंटरनल स्ट्रक्चर ऑफ फ्लैजेलम. दिस इज कॉल्ड एक्सोनेम. So dear students, try to understand about flagella. As I told you, structure of flagella in prokaryotic cell and eukaryotic cell is different. In eukaryotic cell, flagella are one or more long thread-like structures. These are the extensions of plasma membrane arising from centriole-like structure that are present just inner to the plasma membrane and to the outer side of the cytoplasm. Here, flagella is mainly formed by two parts. This is the outer membrane, which is nothing but the extension of plasma membrane, and the inner central core of the flagella is called axoneme. Flagella plays an important role in locomotion and movements. So in many cells, these flagella and cilia are the out portions, outsiders, outer extensions of the plasma membrane. Here, the central core of the flagella shows structure of microtubules. It consists 9 doublets. Look at this figure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 rounded microtubular structures होते हैं. These 9 doublets of microtubules runs parallel to each other, forming a long flagellum. Here, the cross-section or TS of this flagellum shows that 9 doublets of microtubules are arranged peripherally, or these are arranged radially, and in the center there are 2 microtubules. So here the arrangement of microtubules in the flagellum of the eukaryotic cell is 9 plus 2 Re. आपको ये क्वेश्चन पूछते हैं एनसीईआरटी में. Which one of the following is the arrangement of microtubules in the flagella of eukaryotic cell? The arrangement of microtubules in the flagella of eukaryotic cell are 9 plus 2 Re. That means 9 doublets of microtubules are arranged to the periphery and 2 microtubules are there in the center. Here, the peripheral doublets of microtubules are connected with each other by interdoublet bridge or linkers, while the central microtubules are simply connected with each other through the bridge. This is also called linker. In the center of the axoneme, there is a sheath known as central sheath, and one of the microtubule from each doublet is connected to the central sheath through radial spokes. So it has 9 radial spokes. जैसे बाइसिकल का व्हील होता है, व्हील का पेरीफेरी और सेंटर को जोड़ने वाले जैसे स्पोक्स होते हैं, स्पोक्स, वैसे यहाँ पे 9 स्पोक्स है that connect the peripheral microtubules with the central sheath. So it is somewhat similar to that of the centriole. हमने लास्ट वीडियो में देखा स्ट्रक्चर ऑफ सेंट्रियोल. सेंट्रियोल में है 3 triplets of microtubules, मतलब 9 triplets of microtubules in the periphery, और सेंटर में microtubule नहीं है. So arrangement of microtubules in the centriole is 9 plus 0 Re, while the arrangement of microtubules in the flagella is 9 plus 2 Re. So here simply you try to understand flagella plays an important role in locomotion and movement. The flagella is mainly formed by 3 parts. The central or inner part inside the cell is known as basal body, then basal plate, and then the filament. So these are various parts of flagella that plays an important role in locomotion and movements. So these are all the cell organelles and everything about cell. Now the most important thing about cell is, that is VIP organelle in the cell, is nucleus. This is the figure to show about the structure of nucleus. Structure of nucleus. So very important cell organelle about nucleus. Right, so everything about nucleus try to understand. In prokaryotic cell, nucleus is not well organized. So membrane bound nucleus is not there in the prokaryotic cell. Simply it means prokaryotic cell lacks membrane bound nucleus. So in that there is no true nucleus. Genomic material or genetic material is not bounded by nuclear membrane. In the prokaryotic cell, there is single, circular, double-stranded DNA known as genomic DNA, and that type of nucleus is not true nucleus. This is called nucleoid. But in case of eukaryotic cell, the nucleus is very well organized. पूरा well developed, well organized nucleus है. न्यूक्लियस हम पढ़ने के पहले कुछ इंपॉर्टेंट फैक्ट हम यहाँ पे देखते हैं. There are some cells, that cells are even without nucleus, even though we say it as a living cell, like human RBCs. So here non-nucleated cells are RBCs in the human body or mammals. Even cytotube cells are also non-nucleated or anucleated, enucleated cells. Uninucleated cells, any epithelial cell can be uninucleated cell. Binucleated cell, one of the example is paramecium. Multinucleated cells are found in fungi, while multinucleated structure of cells are also found in muscle fibers. That is, striated muscle fibers in the human body or mammals are the multinucleated cells. So depending upon number of nuclei, these are different types of cells. Nucleus is very important cell organelle. It is the control room, control power of the cell. Nucleus can control all the activities of cells. Usually, nucleus is located in the center of the eukaryotic cell. But in plant cell, the nucleus is slightly pushed to periphery because of large vacuole. So here about structure of nucleus. The nucleus is very well organized in eukaryotic cell. Genetic material or this nucleus is bounded by double layered membrane called as nuclear membrane, such as outer membrane and inner membrane. दो membrane के बीच में space है, empty space, and the space is called perinuclear space. The space present in between outer and inner membrane of the nucleus is called perinuclear space, which is about 10 to 15 nanometers. Question पूछते हैं NCERT में. How much is the perinuclear space? It is about 10 to 15 nanometers. Then inside the nuclear membrane there is a material. But before do that, the nuclear membrane में ये जो है outer membrane of the nucleus, outer nuclear membrane continues with the membrane of endoplasmic reticulum. And this outer membrane of the nucleus and endoplasmic reticulum is entirely covered, bounded by large number of these molecules called ribosomes. And it forms rough endoplasmic reticulum. Here, the nuclear membrane also shows many small pores, minute pores that are formed by the fusion of outer and inner membrane for the passage of materials, that is, for the passage of RNAs and many proteins and materials in and outside the nucleus and cytoplasm. In some cells, these nuclear pores may be covered by the thin membrane, and that is called annulus. Now inside the nuclear membrane, there is protein-rich material called nucleoplasm and nucleolus. So here, very well organized nucleus contain one or more dark, non-membranous proteinaceous materials called as nucleolus. Nucleolus can control all the activities of nucleus. And nucleolus also plays an important role in synthesis of ribosomes. So all these ribosome molecules are formed from nucleolus. Besides that, the nucleus also contains the thread-like chromatin material, and that is called nucleoplasm. अब सबसे पहले आपको ये ध्यान में रखना है, जैसे हमने देखा डिस्कवरी, the nucleus, the existence of nucleus was firstly discovered by Robert Brown. Later on, it was stained by basic dye, acetocarmine, and that is named as a chromatin by Fleming. The name chromosomes to these fibers, chromatin fibers का name chromosome रखा गया. Waldeyer discovered the chromosomes and he named these fibers as the chromosomes. तो ये discoveries भी आपको ध्यान में रखना है. और एक बहुत important point, this nucleus is clearly visualized during interphase of cell division. That means when the nucleus is not dividing. Nucleus is clearly visualized during interphase. That is, nucleus is not dividing. At that time, the cell shows clear nucleus. Now, this proteinaceous fibrous material present inside the nucleus is called nucleoplasm. And the nucleoplasm shows many thread-like structures. Definite number of thread-like structures called as chromosomes or chromatin fibers. ये न्यूक्लियस के अंदर थ्रेड लाइक स्ट्रक्चर होता है जिसकी लेंथ होती है लगभग 2 मीटर्स. 2 meters इतनी पूरी लेंथ होती है. एंड दिस फाइबर्स में गेट कंडेंस्ड ड्यूरिंग डिफरेंट फेज ऑफ सेल डिवीजन टू फॉर्म द क्रोमैटिन फाइबर्स और क्रोमोसोम्स. बट टिल दैट टाइम ट्राई टू अंडरस्टैंड, क्रोमैटिन फाइबर्स दो टाइप के होते हैं, दो पार्ट में डिवाइड होते हैं. That means it contains DNAs, histone proteins, non-histone proteins, RNAs. इसमें दो पार्ट होते हैं, euchromatin and heterochromatin. Euchromatin and heterochromatin. Euchromatin माना DNA का part. This is very important, consisting of genetic information, and the entire genetic information is found on these chromosomes in the form of DNA, euchromatin, which is poorly stained. And the darkly stained part inside the nucleus is called heterochromatin. It contains large number of proteins, histone proteins, non-histone proteins, and even large number of RNA molecules. And these heterochromatins are genetically inert. That is inactive part. So active part is about DNA. अब जब ये क्रोमोसोम कंडेंस होते हैं तो अलग अलग टाइप के क्रोमोसोम्स दिखते हैं ड्यूरिंग एनाफेज ऑफ सेल डिवीजन. हियर वी कैन विजुअलाइज different forms of chromosome. This fiber of length having 2 meters get condensed to form 46 number of chromosomes, that is 23 pairs of chromosomes. Chromosomes कैसे दिखते हैं, that you try to understand. Writes about types of chromosomes. ये जो क्रोमोसोम है थ्रेड जिसका लेंथ होता है लगभग 2 मीटर, when it get condensed it form 23 pairs of such chromosomes, that is 46 number of chromosomes in the human cell. And ये क्रोमोसोम में central constriction है. Every chromosome shows constriction in the center forming 2 different arms, and these constrictions are called primary constrictions or centromeres. Depending upon the position of centromeres, there are 4 different types of chromosomes found in the cell during different phase of cell division. So try to understand, chromosomes are visible only during or only in dividing cell. During anaphase of cell division, it appears in different shapes. So here, depending upon the position of centromere, there are 4 different types of chromosomes, such as metacentric chromosome, submetacentric chromosome, acrocentric chromosome, and telocentric chromosome. When the centromere is located in the center, showing both the arms in equal length, at that time it is called metacentric chromosome. The chromosome in which centromere is slightly pushed to the periphery so that one arm is slightly longer than the other is called submetacentric chromosome. When the centromere is far away from the center, forming one arm long, excessively long, and another arm is too much short, is called acrocentric chromosome. And when the centromere is located at the periphery, at the end, terminal end, this is called telocentric chromosome. Now at every time, this centromere from the side shows a dark disc-like structure found from the side of the centromeres is called kinetochores. Beside the centromere के अलावा, some secondary constrictions are also found on the chromosomes that are called satellites. ये आप बाद में न्यूक्लियस और जेनेटिक मटेरियल जेनेटिक्स के चैप्टर्स में डिटेल्स में पढ़ोगे. So this is about the genetic material called as chromosomes, and basically DNAs, RNAs, histone, non-histone proteins that are found inside the nucleus. बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट ऑर्गेनेल है. न्यूक्लियस इज कॉल्ड मास्टर सेल ऑर्गेनेल. इट कैन कंट्रोल एंटायर all the activities of the cell are controlled by nucleus, and the activities of nucleus are controlled by nucleolus. तो ये 2 ऑर्गेनेल पूरा सेल के ऊपर कंट्रोल रखते हैं. फंक्शंस ऑफ न्यूक्लियस. न्यूक्लियस प्लेज एन इंपॉर्टेंट रोल. ऑल द जेनेटिक इंफॉर्मेशन is stored inside the nucleus. टोटिपोटेंसी में मैंने आपको बताया. Entire genetic information of the cell is stored inside the nucleus on these chromosomes. So it consisting genetic information that plays an important role in heredity and variations. मतलब जितने भी सिमिलर कैरेक्टर्स, डिफरेंट कैरेक्टर्स एक जनरेशन से सेकेंड जनरेशन में ट्रांसमिट होते हैं, दैट इज बिकॉज ऑफ दिस क्रोमोसोम्स एंड डीएनए. तो इसको हम बोलेंगे ब्लूप्रिंट्स ऑफ लाइफ. So here it plays an important role in heredity and variations. It also helps in synthesis of DNAs, RNAs and ribosomes. पूरे ribosomes यहाँ पे बनते हैं. न्यूक्लियस के अंदर न्यूक्लियोलस synthesize करता है ribosomes को. It also plays an important role in protein synthesis and it helps in phylogenetic relationship. Identification of paternity, maternity test, ये DNA के ऊपर से हम find out कर सकते हैं parents and their offsprings. This is the part of genetic engineering that you will study next year. So this is everything about the nucleus and all the cell organelles. तो बच्चों ये चैप्टर में हमने लगभग 9 वीडियोस में पूरा एंटायर चैप्टर कवर किया है, जिसके अंदर एनसीईआरटी का पूरा इंफॉर्मेशन प्लस स्टेट बोर्ड के कुछ पॉइंट्स हमने इसमें ऐड किए हैं, एडिशनल पॉइंट्स भी है. सो वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट टॉपिक सेल द यूनिट ऑफ लाइफ यहाँ पे कंप्लीट होता है. आपके अगर कुछ भी क्वेरीज है, क्वेश्चंस है और कुछ डाउट्स है तो आप इस ऐप में मुझे शेयर कर सकते हैं, या तो मेरा नंबर है 9325218714 9325218714. ये नंबर के ऊपर आप मुझे कॉल करके इसके हिसाब से जो भी आपके डाउट्स है, क्लियरेंस है, आप पूछ सकते हो. इस चैप्टर से रिलेटेड वर्कशीट का सबमिशन छोटे छोटे पार्ट्स में हम डिवाइड करके आपको देंगे. वो क्वेश्चंस आपको सबमिट करना है. सबसे पहले अगर आप एनसीईआरटी पढ़ रहे हो तो आपको खुद को आपके मल्टीपल चॉइस क्वेश्चंस बनाना है, ये ध्यान में रखो. माना आप में से काफ़ी सारे बच्चों ने, लगभग सभी बच्चों ने वो सीरियल देखी होगी कौन बनेगा करोड़पति. उसमें जैसे ऊपर क्वेश्चन होता है 4 ऑप्शंस होते हैं, वैसे आप बुक रीड करो, आप वीडियो ऑब्जर्व करो, वीडियो वॉच करो और खुद के क्वेश्चंस बनाओ. कुछ लॉजिक लगा के क्वेश्चंस बनाओ, 4 उसके ऑप्शंस क्रिएट करो और फिर उसका एक आंसर वो 4 ऑप्शंस में से होना चाहिए. दिस इज ऑल्सो वन ऑफ द बेस्ट मेथड टू स्टडी द एनसीईआरटी एंड टू क्रैक द एग्जामिनेशंस, नीट एग्जाम्स. सो थैंक यू ऑल ऑफ यू.